Okay, just as we are preparing to go live, just give me a couple of secs as we click here and click there. Okay. It says I'm setting up, so I'm just giving it a couple of more secs just so I know it's uploading properly. Okay, and we are now live on Facebook. So happy Monday. Thank you for joining me with Let's Talk with Camila. I feel very privileged to be able to share this information with you on a regular basis. So thank you for chiming in. I'm a registered psychotherapist, and I love the topic of mindfulness. I think that it is something that is it's a very helpful tool, strategy to help us deal with a lot of the anxieties and stresses that are happening around the world. So on Mondays, for those of you that are chiming in or new to joining us, on Mondays, I usually share everything and anything to do with mindfulness. So today is mindfulness and pets, and that's the topic that I want to talk about. So first of all, what is mindfulness if you're joining us for the first time? So when you're feeling aware and you're focusing on what's happening in the present moment, you're experiencing mindfulness. When you are worrying about things that happened yesterday or thinking about that might affect you in the future, then you're absolutely not in the present moment. So there are a host of benefits to practicing mindfulness. It enhances our mental clarity, it improves our concentration, and obviously the ability to relate better to other people. So many of us are actively seeking ways to become more mindful. I know I was. And pets is an opportunity to be able to do that, and they certainly can help. So cats and dogs and other critters, they can enrich our lives, and it's an area that that is, I think, those that have pets, let me say, know about this, and those that don't, hopefully will have the opportunity to experience that. And so it's not a coincidence that right now during this pandemic, there has been a shortage of animals to adopt. And those of you that are getting in late in the game, don't fret. There still are animals out there that can bring such joy into your life. So let's talk about how can pets actually help you to become more mindful. Well, pets have this amazing ability to soothe our worries simply by just being there. Anyone that has ever experienced the pain of losing a pet can attest that animal companions play a very vital role in our daily life. They offer no judgment, and they provide a listening ear for secrets or maybe other emotions that you want to talk about. And on top of that, they can actually help sharpen our mindfulness skills. So how do they do that? Well, first of all, pets live in the moment. Eckhart Tolle famously said, "I have lived with several Zen masters, all of them cats." So if you ever spent time with cats, then you'll know that they have just this remarkable ability to just be. Watch your cat or your dog. I have a dog, and you will see mindfulness at its best at work. So animals are completely unconcerned with anything other than what's happening right now. And when you are interacting with your pet, you're playing, you're petting them, you're snuggling them, you can experience that same sense of being in the present moment. Pets can also help relieve stress. Stress in and of itself is actually a hindrance to experiencing mindfulness. Um, so what happens is when you have cortisol running through your body, which is, stress, then it stops you from being able to be in a state of mindfulness. So multiple studies show that simply interacting with pets can improve the quality of your life. And it actually improves or alleviates depression in some individuals. And so how do you do that? How scientifically does that happen? Well, when you're making eye contact with your dog, for example, it can increase oxytocin, which is an important bonding hormone. When you are petting and cuddling with your pet, your body releases a positive mood neurotransmitter called serotonin, and it reduces cortisol at the same time. Pets can also help promote awareness in relationships. So mindfulness can help you to enjoy successful interpersonal relationships just by honing in and teaching you how to um, pick up subtle cues. You know, pets are naturally in tune. And so it makes it easier for you when you become in tune with your pet based on their needs, helps you become in tune with understanding your coworkers, maybe, you know, your significant others, friends, or other family members. You know, when you practice completely being present and fully engaged and interacting with your pet, you build important relationship skills, and that transfers to interacting with others. You know, I have a friend who I remember when she got a pet, she said, it's an opportunity for me to see how my husband behaves with that pet before we decide to have children. So that will give me an indication what kind of dad he's going to be. So, you know, the awareness of and empathy that you build while taking care of your pet's needs actually enhances your ability to be more mindful in everyday interactions with your family and friends. Pets also encourage interaction with nature, and I can definitely, you know, attest to that. If you want to improve mindfulness, it's really essential that you reduce the amount of time that you spend in front of a screen and the amount of and increase the amount of time that you spend outdoors. Um, Particularly dogs, you know, dogs encourage us to get outside because they want to be outside. So it encourages us to focus on the environment because we're going to be outdoors. So, you know, it's important uh, as a skill, I would say, you know, because I know when I'm walking my dog, I'm paying attention to if it's interested in a squirrel. So now I start to see squirrels. You know, I focus on the frosty air and my breath, and it's just really amazing. You know, sometimes I know when like this morning, the weather is it's snow. There's a lot of snow, and where we just want to maybe grab your phone and hide underneath the covers and hang in there, you have to go outside and take your dog out. And it's in these moments that we can develop a greater sense of mindfulness. Pets can actually also help us to meditate. You know, mindfulness meditation involves sitting quietly while focusing on your breath as it enters and leaves your body. Perhaps, you know, maybe repeating a mantra. Some people like to do that. At the same time, you're also aware of any sights or sounds or smells, sensations and tastes that you experience. And then, of course, those are also released in the moment. Through meditating with your pet, you can enhance this practice of mindfulness just by noticing everything about your pet. Like when you touch them and you look into their eyes and you feel how soft their fur is, or maybe you're feeling their heartbeat, or maybe you're just noticing certain details about their skin or any more special markings that are unique to them. And you know, simply just spending time with your pet, being in the moment, it creates this sense of calmness. So we can extend the same attention and care to other aspects of your life, and then you're going to soon discover that mindfulness becomes easier and easier and easier. So there you go. That's my 2 cents about mindfulness and pets. For those of you that have pets will know what I'm talking about. And those that don't, well, what can I say? You don't know what you're missing out on. So thank you for